Hello everyone, welcome back to We Know What You Like. Lucia here, and today on the channel we're actually starting a brand new show, and that show, if you can tell by the title, is called EUPHORIA. I know that it is 8 episodes. I think a season 2 is coming, starring Zendaya. I know she won an award for it. I know this is a drama. It's about teenagers and them, I guess, living their life maybe, and then like the high school life maybe. I'm honestly not quite sure, but ever since it came out, I've kind of it's intrigued me. I hear nothing but good things about it, and honestly, I love dramas. I love character driven shows, so why not start this one, basically. If you're new to the show, or to not the show but the channel in general, I do reactions to shows, trying to do more movies, to K-pop music videos, to Filipino groups, to, I don't know, there's reactions to Bridgerton with my friends, Sense8, Stranger Things, Queen's Gambit, etc. There's playlists for you to watch if you're interested. And you know, leave a comment down below any future shows that you would like me to watch. I am always open to suggestions. Yeah, with that being said, we're gonna get started on episode 1 pilot right now.
I was once happy, content, sloshing around in my own private primordial pool. Then one day, a reason.
That's what happens. You're kind of just minding your own business and then into the world.
Over and over by the cruel cervix of my mother, Leslie.
I'd say she's suffering from obsessive-compulsive disorder.
Oh,
It's not like I was physically
right.
abused,
Attention deficit disorder.
or had a shortage of clean water,
General anxiety disorder.
or was molested by a family member.
And possibly bipolar disorder.
It's just the way your brain was hardwired. Plenty of great, intelligent, funny, interesting, and creative people have struggled with the same things you struggle with.
All of that.
Ew.
Vincent Van Gogh,
Mhm.
Sylvia Plath,
They all killed.
and your favorite, Britney Spears.
Free Britney just happened.
I don't remember much between the ages of 8 and 12. And every now and then, if I focus too closely on the way I breathed,
Everything started closing in.
I die.
Oh, I love the visualization.
Until every second of every day you find yourself trying to
Put the
outrun
fucking
your
phone
anxiety.
away. There's always something, right?
I just showed up one day without a map or a compass,
That's how a lot of us feel.
or to be honest, anyone capable of giving one iota of good fucking advice. I didn't build this system. Nor did I
She's
fuck
living
it
in it.
up.
Love that shot. Just a person living in the vastness of the stars. Anything to feel something, or is it trying to numb it all?
And every time you breathe out all the oxygen you have.
An euphoria
Everything
moment.
stops.
Euphoria.
And then over time, that's all I wanted. Those 2 seconds of nothingness.
She's chasing it.
I spent a good portion of the summer before junior year in rehab.
Oh,
God grant me
reflection.
the serenity
It's a
to
great.
accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can.
How you feeling?
I mean, ever since I gave my life over to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, things have been like really good.
Word? What's up?
She bullshitting you.
Shit.
But low-key is Astra in the back.
You serious?
What, you think
He's
this
like,
man's
bitch,
rehab
you just
like
got out
Bridgerton?
here.
So what the fuck you want?
I'm not even surprised. It'd be like that sometime, I guess.
Sure don't want to try nothing new?
Like what?
2CT2.
I love the makeup they do for this.
Hey, yo, what up, B? Yo, how about you coming right on this dick? Oh, Nate, cool, bro. Come
It's
on,
fucking
man. What the fuck, bro?
disgusting.
You know what? I'm gonna drug test you. Don't be slamming no doors around here.
until you take a drug test. I just peed. Slam another door. Girl's gonna be
I
mad at
mean,
me.
mom's not wrong. Never trust a drug addict, you know? A teenage one at that? Bro, they lie about everything.
No.
Hey, Rue.
Hey, I need a favor.
What?
Like, for real, Lexi.
What?
Side effects of this option.
Your friend's not being your friend anymore.
Lexi and I have known each other since preschool. And, like, in some ways, she's my best friend. Even though I think we've grown apart, we don't really have much in common anymore.
She's your best friend or the party you used to be.
Well, you lost your right to privacy after your overdose. That was a mistake. Don't be flip, Rue.
I wonder. I'm not a drug addict. Never have been. Probably never will be. So I don't know the mentalness of a drug
You don't
addict.
understand.
So I
This
don't
was
understand.
the most frightening moment a mother could witness. And Gia.
Rue?
And see, the thing is that she probably saying not do this because
Rue?
she wants to do the fake, urine, and not because of any emotional thing.
Rue.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I can be totally wrong. Well, maybe she does. But
I
again,
know
she
a lot
did.
of you probably hate me right now.
I just don't understand you. I don't hate you.
If I could
don't
be a
understand.
different person, I promise you, I would. But because they do. And they're
You
alive
have to want it though. Dominant daddy.
Looking back
The
on it,
ecstasy.
she probably would have
of
just been
freeness.
better off going to McKay's.
Oh gosh.
But
What else happens?
No, I don't know.
Yo,
Take a seat.
he's a piece of shit.
A little trip to the land of shame, bro.
Just don't sit down. Don't sit down. He may not be like him, but he's associating himself with them.
about the world.
I'm sorry. Kind of spaced out for a second. I wasn't being weird, was I?
Nate's a dick.
Now, I know this looks disturbing, but for real, I promise you, this does not end in a rape. But here's the thing. Everyone on the planet watches porn.
Has a kink.
Fact. And if you were to click on the 20 most popular videos on Pornhub right now, this is basically what you'd see.
Good girl.
He's treating her like a whore.
Just don't do it again.
God fucking Nate. Nate got into his head. Man, my high school life was not like this at all. But honestly, I'm her. In this whole show, I'm her. Yo, her glasses are fly as fuck.
Huh?
Show his fucking
How old
face.
are you?
22.
Lies.
Thanks.
Look at this position of power.
No, I'm just visiting my grandparents.
It's gonna be like a fucking teacher or something. The mystery of who this
What about
is.
you?
Clearly something happens to her. What the fuck? Eric, dang.
And I don't want to be that old guy that gives you advice.
Stop fucking bop her in the nose. Stop
I
it.
look at you and I
Still.
selfishly.
Don't do that.
What? There
You know,
you go.
he's training you.
That's it. Good girl. You're so clean. You don't know how rare that is.
Was that her first time?
And then, the night got weird.
That wasn't weird already. Oh, this fucking angle. It's fucking perfect. This is how she feels.
Stop playing. You're a fucking prude.
Now, Kat wasn't a prude, but she was a virgin. She told Jules that a week into summer school, and when Kat saw her reaction,
Bitch, this isn't the 80s. You need to catch a dick.
It's
she was on a
funny.
mission to end her junior year as a woman of questionable morals.
I love it. Be a bad bitch. Do not let him own this situation. This guy seems like the nicest person ever.
Well, to be honest with you, your whole drug shit got me feeling kind of uneasy.
Come on,
I'm
don't
worried
go
about
soft
you.
on me, Fizz. You still gonna be my dealer, Fizz?
You a fucking trip, bro. I'm too high to be having this conversation right now.
Yeah, man, me too.
Me fucking too.
It's sad though. It's not like she doesn't acknowledge or know what's happening in terms of who's affecting, but we as humans are essentially selfish in terms of making our needs in front of others. And what she needs is her brain to be quiet. And so, you know.
I know what you are.
You gonna say a slut, a whore?
Yeah, I see you. So what do you want, huh? You want some fucking attention? So I'll give you some fucking attention.
And no one's gonna stop this. No one.
Yo, is anybody here friends with Jules? No.
You have no fucking idea.
Fucking Christ, you're a psycho!
Fucking invincible!
Fucking freak, what the fuck?
Way to get a name out for yourself, Jules. She's like, well.
By the way, I'm Jules. I just moved here.
Is being around Jules gonna take the feeling of drugs over the feeling that drugs give her over actually being on drugs? Is that what this is gonna happen? Oh, man, whoever directed this, I love it. The shadows, man. It highlights such important parts of them, you know? The shadows and the lights and everything. It's great. Is it gonna be his dad? Better not be. That guy's phone had little boys.
Remember when I said things got weird?
There has to be a truth. I saw that fucking photo.
So...
Why wasn't he in that fucking photo? Sir, your fucking dad is disgusting. And you are too. Alright, everyone. So that was the very first episode of Euphoria. And that's exactly what our main character, Rue, is trying to obtain. That feeling, that state of euphoria. And through the drugs, she gets that. Because her daily life, she has so many conflicting emotions. She cries easily. Her mind is always busy, and she loses consciousness, and she becomes aware of her breathing, and it gets anxiety, and it's just so much. And so she uses the drugs in order to become evened out. Now, we also were introduced to Jules, and she just moved into town. And she met this guy who was like, all right, big daddy, this and that. And yo, I don't even think she was ready. Let's be honest here. Listening to the way she was gasping, she wasn't ready. And he's the father of Nate, who's this fucking prick ass dude. Jules fucking showed him like I get Nate's this big dude on campus or whatever, and you know, you don't want to get beat up or whatever. But they all saw Nate fucking ball busting her and fucking threatening her, and no one stepped in, and I'm not okay with that. Now in the end, obviously, Jules saved herself, but I'm like, you know, yeah, and I think maybe eventually, I think eventually there's gonna be another overdose. It kind of seems like that's going to happen, and whether it be Rue again or maybe it'll be Jules, but something needs to change in order for them to get better. Now, not saying that getting better is what is going to happen or needs to happen, because we all know that unfortunately the tales of people who are drug addicts or any sort of thing, sometimes they just remain that way, and unfortunately they die, or in the path to recovery they just continue to slide down the slippery slope as it is. So I don't know, like, this story could go any sort of ways, but there's just so many interlocking lives. I think I was kind of quiet, to be honest, in the reaction, because I was just getting involved in the show itself. I was kind of like being surrounded in these characters. Now, one of the main things to understand for myself, or try to understand, is just because I am not a drug addict, just because I myself do not have the issues or problems that these characters have that I'm watching, is to keep an open mind. Of course, I can judge them, you know, they're characters, they're humans, they're flaws, but I need to try and understand where they're coming from. so that way I can get a bigger and better picture of the things of what's going to happen, what's happening. So that is my note to myself to try and remember, because obviously they're drug addicts, so they will and do stuff that will get me angry, so I need to remember that. So yeah, really good first episode though. I loved the lighting, the shadow, the way, I don't know who directed this, I need to look it up eventually, but whoever directed this, God, I loved it. The panning lights, the lights, the shadows, they really came so great together. I love the makeup, that whenever Rue is in her state of euphoricness, you have almost like glitterized tears coming down her face, because the one she's hurting the most is herself. But at this point she doesn't necessarily care, because it's like, well, that happens. I don't know, I'm jumping around, but it was a really good episode. I really enjoyed it, honestly, I did. I'll catch you next time for episode 2. This is Lucia with Me Know What You Like, and bye.